Tonight on FOX Pressbox, Seneca made it to the state championship a year ago and looks poised for more of the same in 2024. The Indians are 5-0. Tonight they head on the road to Carl Junction, who is 4-1 midway through its first season in a new conference. Meanwhile, Joplin lost a shootout at home last Friday. This week, the Eagles try to pull off a massive COC upset on the road at Carthage. In Oklahoma, Wyandotte is 4-1 and has one of its toughest tests yet against Kansas. Those games and much more. It's the only 30-minute high school football highlight show in the 4 states. And it starts right now.
You're watching Fox 14's Press Box, sponsored by Missouri Southern State University, Matco Builders, Roper Kia, and Kramer's Quality Meats of Grove.
Hey, welcome into the 5th edition of Fox Press Box here in 2024 with Brock Baldridge. I'm John Dales. Brock, we start with our game of the week, which features a very serious title contender.
Yeah, about that. I can't believe that we're already 5 weeks through this thing. Football season is just flying by. But, the Seneca Indians, they are the state runners-up, and they were only there a year ago, and they're trying to get back to that state championship game. But tonight they have a tough test going against Carl Junction, who has won their last 4 games.
Yeah, Carl Junction on a hot streak. Seneca looks like one of, if not the favorite to win the Class 3 state title. Indians go on the road out of conference tonight. It's homecoming night in Carl Junction. The Bulldogs try to stretch their winning streak to 5 games. Their opponent is Seneca. Indians are 5-0. They've won every contest by 21 points or more. First Seneca drive, deep in their own territory. Caden Klaus keeps it on the QB counter. He picks up 50 yards and gets on the other side of midfield before he's wrestled down. Couple plays later, Klaus again keeps it, goes right up the middle, and high steps his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Seneca leads 7-0. Next Indian possession, pinned deep again. Jet sweep handoff to Tyrone Harris. He makes a couple of defenders miss, and he's off to the races before he gets pushed out of bounds. Finally, that drive ends with another Seneca touchdown. Carl Junction with the ball down 13. Mason Gilbert rolls out, fires to his receiver. Ball gets tipped around and ends up in the hands of guess who? Klaus. He gets the interception and returns it inside the 5-yard line. Seneca absolutely steamrolls Carl Junction 56-7 on the road. Indians improve to 6-0 on the season.
Seneca, one thing that they do very well, something you can't really coach, is they have a lot of speed.
That they do.
That's going to pay dividends for them later in the season.
Yeah.
Well, there's still a lot of great matchups left this season, including the defending state champion Lamar Tigers, who have lost their last 2 games now, but they face a tough Nevada team on their home field tonight. Over to the Big 8 Conference, the Lamar Tigers and the Nevada Tigers take the field as the 2 rivals get together for their annual Silver Tiger game. Let's start this one off as Cooper Hahn takes the snap at quarterback here, goes for the draw play, and gets into the end zone for 6 points for the Lamar Tiger touchdown. Well, the second play of Nevada's first drive here, Will Jackson takes the handoff and goes to the outside. Once we get a snap, there we go. Goes to the outside and breaks away with some speed right here. He's going to take this one deep into Lamar territory and almost takes it to the end zone, but is tackled inside the 5-yard line there by Hunter Wolf. Nevada then capitalizes right here as John Collins takes it to the outside, and he gets in for the touchdown. However, the PAT afterwards, Lamar comes up to block this one. Nevada hangs on to win this one, 20-19. They control the Silver Tiger Trophy for the first time since 2004.
20 years since they last beat Lamar. That is impressive.
No iPhones back then.
No. And we move over to the COC. Carthage is coming off a dominant road win against Willard. Joplin just picked up its 2nd loss of the season at home last Friday night. Tonight the Eagles and Tigers do battle. Carthage at home against Joplin. Joplin chooses to defer to the second half. 1 minute in the second quarter, Brady Carlton fakes the handoff. He finds Carson Murray, the big tight end, in the end zone for the touchdown. First points of the night. Tigers up 7-0. Joplin takes possession. Daniel Rose rears back and fires. Lane Royal is there for the catch and a big gain for the Eagles. Close to 8 minutes to go before halftime. Very next play, Rose again throwing a bomb down the field, and again it's caught. This time Davin Thomas, this time touchdown for the Eagles. They get the successful PAT, but the Tigers end up taking it 23-20. Landon Collins scores the game-winning touchdown in overtime. And as we head to break, here are some more scores from throughout Southwest Missouri.
You're watching Fox 14's Press Box, sponsored by Roper Kia, Missouri Southern State University, and Associates of Dentistry.
Welcome back to Press Box here on Fox 14. Let's take a look at the SCK Conference. Fort Scott is 3-1 in the season after winning their first 3 games, but they lost last week to Pittsburgh. Meanwhile, their opponent Labette County won their first game of the season, but since then they've lost their last 3 games. Over in Fort Scott now, Tigers celebrating homecoming tonight by hosting the Labette County Grizzlies. The Grizzlies will not waste any time getting things started right here as Aaron Wyrick unloads the deep ball wide open to the running back Jamal Jackson, who takes it all the way for 70 yards to the house on the score. Next Tigers possession, however, they look to get back in this game. Quarterback Lennox Van makes a nice throw here, finding Ty Marbury on the sideline for the big catch to move the chains. That would be all Labette County's defense from here on out. Tigers trying to pass it again, but Roper Bradfield knocks the ball free, and that is a fumble, and it's recovered by the Grizzlies, and that would lead to a field goal to give them the lead. Second quarter now, Tigers back on the offensive end. This pass is going to be deflected and picked off by Camden Good to give the Grizzly defense their second takeaway of the night. Labette County would eventually go on to win this one in tight fashion, 16-14, the final score there.
Big win for the Grizzlies. Elsewhere in Kansas, we go to the CNC and a district game as well. Galena lost its first 2 games of the season before winning each of the last 2 weeks. Bulldogs are on the road at Riverton tonight, who is also 2-2. Riverton at home leading 14-8 at halftime over Galena. First Ram possession of the third quarter. Cale Forbes takes the snap, zips a pass to Tyler Ritz. He makes the catch. Then the sophomore Ritz sheds a tackler, finds an opening, and sprints all the way to the end zone. Rams touchdown. They stretch their lead to 20-8. Galena needs a response, something fierce. Jack Perry, their quarterback, he makes a play here, rolls out to the right, directing traffic, and he finds his receiver, Hayden Qualls, behind the defense. That moves the chains for a first down. We go to the fourth quarter, same score, 20-8, under 4 minutes to go. 4th and goal for the Bulldogs. You essentially need a touchdown here to stay alive. Perry on the run, floats it to the end zone, and Aiden Witherspoon gets his hand on it. It falls incomplete. The Ram defense doesn't allow a single point in the second half. Riverton wins 20-8.
Heading into another break, here are some scores from around Southeast Kansas. We welcome you back to Pressbox here on Fox 14. There's still a lot of football left to be played in Oklahoma. The Wyandotte Bears, well, they start the year with only one loss on their record. Tonight, the Bears look to bounce back after last week's loss to Concord. First home district game of the season for the Wyandotte Bears as they welcome in the Comets of Kansas, Oklahoma. No, not too hard to be confused there. No score midway through the first quarter. River Stovall drops back and delivers a dime pass to Mason Brown, who goes down deep into Kansas territory. The big play fires up the sideline later in that drive. Stovall goes right back to his tight end again. Mason Brown makes the catch and scores a touchdown right at the goal line. Wyandotte leads 7-0. On the defensive end, this snap is dropped here by Seneca Steele, and Kaysen Threet puts him on the ground for the quarterback sack. The Bears defense gets off the field after the 3-and-out. Next Wyandotte possession, River Stovall looks to go deep again. Play action pass to Kaysen Threet, and he high points this one and breaks away for the long touchdown run. Bears led 14-0 at that point. However, Wyandotte was shut out in the second half. Kansas comes all the way back to beat Wyandotte 21-20.
That one's a shocker. We stay in Oklahoma, though. We'll go back to last night. Welch is off to a 4-0 start to its season. Wildcats have scored 45 points or more in every one of those wins. They try to continue that undefeated trend against Billings. Welch on its home field for some Thursday night football. The Wildcats 4-0. They're facing the Billings Bulldogs. Opening drive of the game, Mason Clinton in at quarterback. He takes the snap, rolls to his left, and he can just walk into the end zone with ease. Wildcats lead 6-0 after scoring on their first drive. Offensively, Welch gets after the quarterback here. Brody Smith with nowhere to escape. He gets sandwiched between Cash Tucker and Cole Lynch. A couple of names we'd hear a lot of in this one. Next drive, Clinton completes a short pass here to Cash Tucker. He just had the sack, and here he is running away from defenders and the long catch and run for a touchdown. Wildcats extend their lead 14-0, and the defense would continue to stay strong for Welch. High snap here, and it's Cash Tucker and Cole Lynch once again combining for a sack. A couple plays later, 4th and long, and Cash Tucker again cashes in on a quarterback sack. Turnover on downs, Welch with the football again. This time, Mason Clinton rolls out to his right, nothing doing there, so he reverses fields, cuts back, and he's loose for another touchdown run. Wildcats win big, 48-0. Welch improves to 5-0 on the season.
Yeah, Welch already looking like one of the better 8-man teams in the state of Oklahoma. Now going back to Class 2A District 3, the Commerce Tigers are off to a fast start. Commerce has a 3-1 record. The Tigers have won their last 3 contests, and well, speaking of their last 3 contests, they haven't won their last 3 contests, but all last 3 of their contests have been one-score games. We pick things up in the second half. Commerce trails 21-0 to the Salina Wildcats at halftime. Tigers are looking for the comeback here. First drive of the half, the quarterback Eli Swearer buys some time and delivers a deep pass down the field. It's bobbled, but it's caught by Ryan Hedges. He goes down inside the 30-yard line. Later in the drive, Swearer has some time and good protection right here. Throws another deep pass. This time, it's caught in the end zone by Tegan Bird, and that extends the Salina lead to 28-0. Commerce now with the football. Grayson Shelton, the quarterback, spins and connects with his receiver Bryce Busby, who makes the catch, picks up the first down. A couple plays later now, Shelton, that quarterback, fires away again, but this pass is tipped and intercepted by Ryan Hedges. He goes to his right, can't find any space there, then reverses his field and finds an opening. He goes all the way to return this for a pick six. Salina runs away from this one. Wildcats beat Commerce tonight 41-0.
And as we go to our final break, here are some scores from Northeast Oklahoma. Hey, welcome back into Fox Press Box. Every Friday night, we try to get to at least one 8-man game in our area, and that this week brings us to St. Paul, where the Indians are off to a 2-2 start. They host 3-1 Central Christian, who makes the trip over from Hutchinson. Homecoming night in St. Paul. The Indians take on Central Christian Academy from Hutchinson. Strong start for St. Paul. Not yet a minute into the first. Speed option. They flip it to the wide receiver, Preston Heitman, who passes it to Jackson Beechner, and he's gone. A little trickeration gets the Indians on the board first. It's 6-0. But Central Christian comes to play tonight. This run by Cale Kuhlman gets the Cougars inside the 5-yard line before this touchdown-saving tackle. But just one play later, Cougar quarterback Nathan Reed connects here on the option pitch to Kuhlman for the touchdown. Central Christian took the momentum and just ran away with it. Here, St. Paul trying to punt. This punt gets blocked, and it gets scooped up and returned for a Central Christian touchdown. Just not St. Paul's night. The Indians fall 52-6.
Well, John, we're already halfway through the regular season in Missouri for high school football, and, well, one of the storylines has been the Webb City Cardinals, a team that we thought was going to be on the horizon for maybe another state title run, but that has not been the case so far. They have a very low record, under 500 now, and well, tonight the Cardinals, they face Republic Tigers, a team that they face in the state semifinal game only a year ago. Well, Webb City on the road tonight, looking for revenge in that state semifinal game, going against the Republic Tigers. The Cardinals are coming off a win last week against Neosho. First quarter here, Tigers on the offense. Handoff to Matthew Pelfrey. He punches it in for the score. However, the Cardinals do block the PAT. Republic leads by 6 at halftime. Skipping ahead to the third quarter here. First play of the second half for Webb City. They get into their bag of tricks. Reverse to Andrew Young. Nobody's there to catch him. He takes it the distance for a touchdown. Cardinals lead by 1 point. Webb City looking to capitalize now. How about another house call? Mason Williams takes it right up the middle. Nobody's there to catch him. Oh, wait a minute. Is there? Yes, there is. Tigers catch up right here. They tackle him at the 1-yard line. Lucas Jackson would then score on the next play. Cardinals lead by 1 point. Republic marches down. They look to take a field goal to get the lead, and they nail it for that field goal attempt. Tigers have a 15-13 lead. Cardinals now looking for another fourth quarter game winner. They elect to not go for the field goal for the lead, and Republic stuffs them on fourth down. Cardinals fall to Republic 15-13. They drop to 2-4 on the season.
Wow. Well, now for our performance of the week, you can vote on our website, KOAMnewsnow.com/vote. You can say who had the top performance tonight, and your first option is Seneca. The Indians easily handle Carl Junction 56-7 on the road to remain undefeated.
Your next option is Nevada. They go on to win the Silver Tiger Trophy for the first time since 2004 by beating Lamar 20-19 on the road. Nevada improves to 5-1 on the season.
And your third and final option for performance of the week is Welch. Wildcats dominate Billings 48-0 last night. They're 5-0. They're sitting atop Class C in Oklahoma. They've really yet to be tested in 2024. Well, that's all the time we have for you in this edition of Fox Press Box. Stay tuned for our college football coverage tomorrow. Brock, we got a couple of good ones. Pittsburgh State at home against Missouri Western. Number 17, Central Oklahoma, undefeated against Missouri Southern. 2 big games. Yeah, going to be a lot of points scored in that one, especially in the Missouri Southern game. We'll see Missouri Southern can get another win after they won their first game last week. Yeah, well, we'll see you tomorrow. We'll also see you right back here next Friday night.